Some towns just aren't right. They wear a mask of normalcy, but underneath something ancient and hungry waits. Derry, Maine is one of those towns. People pretend it's just another quiet place in New England, but the locals know better. They know that every fall, when the leaves turn the color of dried blood, the whispers start again. Whispers about a little girl named Emily Crane. Back in 1979, Emily vanished near the old sewer tunnels that snake beneath the town. She was just a child. Her parents, frantic with grief, searched for weeks. They called her name until their voices were raw, combing every inch of the barrens. But all they ever found was her little yellow raincoat lying near a storm drain, torn to shreds. Her body was never recovered. But that doesn't mean she's gone. In Derry, people say you can still hear her. Fast forward to 2024. The Ramirez family, new to town and blissfully unaware, moved into a small blue house on Wickham Street. It was just 3 blocks from where Emily Crane was last seen. Their son, 13-year-old Evan, was a skeptic. He rolled his eyes at the local legends, thinking the whole Welcome to Derry ghost story was just a tired old tale to keep kids in line. He was about to learn how wrong he was. On their very first night in the new house, it began, a soft, rhythmic sound from his bedroom window. Tap, tap, tap. Evan pulled back the curtain, expecting to see a tree branch. But the street outside was silent and empty. The only thing there was a tiny, wet handprint on the glass. It was the size of a small child's hand. The next morning, his curiosity got the better of him. Evan found a trail of small, muddy footprints leading from his window around the back of the house and straight to a rusted storm drain half hidden by overgrown weeds. He knelt down, peering into the darkness. That's when he heard it. A faint, desperate whisper carried on the damp air. "Help me, please. It's so dark." Evan's heart pounded. He pulled out his phone, turning on the flashlight and aiming it into the pipe. The beam flickered wildly. For a split second, a horrifying image burned into his mind. A little girl in a tattered yellow coat. Her eyes wide, dark, and hollow. Before he could even scream, the voice changed. It became deeper, layered with other older voices. It wasn't a child's voice anymore. It was something else. And it said, "You're next." That evening, the real nightmare began. The Ramirez family found a single red balloon tied to their mailbox, bobbing gently in the breeze. Evan felt a cold dread wash over him. He swore he could hear faint, echoing laughter coming from the direction of the sewer drain. His mother dismissed it as a prank by neighborhood kids. But the next night, there weren't 1, but 3 balloons. The night after that, 10. Soon, 20 red balloons floated in a perfect, silent circle around their house. And on every single one, a message was scrawled in shaky, childlike handwriting. It said, "Let me in." Terrified, Evan's parents finally called the police. 2 officers arrived, patient but skeptical. They searched the entire property, the yard, the street, everywhere. They found nothing. No balloons, no footprints, no sign of any pranksters. Nothing. Except for one thing. Hanging from a low tree branch near the storm drain was a child's yellow raincoat. And this is the part that will chill you to the bone. The officer who touched it said the raincoat was still warm, as if someone had just taken it off. The final night came. At exactly 2:13 a.m., Evan was jolted awake by that same sound, tap, 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 at his window. He forced himself to look. Standing on the lawn below, bathed in pale moonlight, was the ghost of Emily Crane. Her head was tilted at an unnatural angle, black, murky water dripping from her matted hair onto her torn yellow coat. In one hand, she held a single red balloon, and written on it was his name, Evan. She smiled, a gesture that held no warmth, and whispered, "Come play, Evan." As he watched, frozen in terror, the lock on his window slowly, impossibly turned by itself. His parents, woken by a sudden cold draft, burst into the room just moments later. But it was too late. The window was wide open, and Evan was gone. The police searched the sewer drains for 2 days straight. The only thing they ever found was Evan's flashlight, its beam still cutting a lonely path into the suffocating darkness of the tunnels, and from deep within that darkness, they heard it. Faint, echoing laughter. The old-timers in Derry have a saying, "Once you hear the knocking, you never really leave." Welcome to Derry. You're part of the story now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe out there.